Theclastyle, I'm Sharon, your host for today, and do stick around to the end while I show you part 1 of how to make a puff. So do stay tuned. I have here that I'll be using to make this puff will be foam and polyfill, or there are different names for this. So it's batting, fiberfill, dacrum. So different places call them by different names. I have my fabric. I'm using 2 different fabrics. I still have to get this plain color, so I'm using this lovely durable fabric for it, and I'm using a fan box. This fan box is big enough, so I will be cutting it up and making the piece that goes around the actual puff. So let me share with you some other items. Here's plywood. I'm using the 1/4 inch. I could have used the 1/2 inch, but I did not want to because it's kind of heavy. This works really well. So I've already cut it to size. You can cut your particular piece to the size that you want. You can also cut them in rounds and circles. That's totally up to you, but I'm using the square version today. So I already have my 2 pieces marked out, the top and the bottom. I already pre-drilled holes, and guys, at the side I slanted each side piece like that. The other pieces I will be using, I'm using these. Now these we had already there. It's a 3/4 by 3.5 inch piece. I've already cut 3 pieces. I'm using pine 1.5 by 3/4 inch, and they are already cut to the size, the length that I want. So this is going to be however high you want it, whatever height you want, you're going to cut your pieces. So I have all my pieces here, and I'm going to start assembly. Height is 11.5 inches. I'm just going to measure 11.5 throughout, and I'm going to run it. I'm just going to be using the knife and cutting the piece. So I'll just open it up this section here. I made an error, I think in the beginning when I said 3 pieces, it's 4 pieces I'm using. Each of these 3/4 by 3.5 is going on the center of this piece. Now what's going to come on the sides will be the smaller pieces. So each one is going to be positioned on the sides like that. Each one of these smaller pieces is going to go on these sides. So of course I already have my holes pre-drilled. Right, so now this is going to be the top part here. These are all the pieces. Notice I have 4 of these on the center, and I have 4 of these smaller pieces on each of the corners. So it looks like this. And then I'm going to get my screws in. So I'm almost finished putting in the screws. And one last one at this corner, and that's it guys for these screws. And then we'll start the upholstery part of it. Them cut out, and just gonna start putting them around these sides. So the board is gonna go around the whole section of the piece. Once everything is stapled around, you are ready to get the foam to place it onto the piece. Now I'm using these staples. This is for my air staple gun, which I use a compressor. The noise of the compressor makes my dog bark a lot, so I'm not gonna do that part of it. So I'll just document my measurement for the foam and continue. I'm just throwing in the line with a marker, a red one, so that I can see it as opposed to a pencil. And I will just cut out on this line. Now I want to cut all the pieces together so that I don't have to come back and cut and measure and keep stopping and cutting. So I would like to do all my cutting at the same time. So I'm just going to get my foam stuck into the top, and then I will get the padding and adhere that with my adhesive spray and make sure everything is stuck down nicely. So this is how it looks. I have some decorative coding here with the lip already. I'm thinking of incorporating it, and surprisingly it has the color too. Now this I had there together with some other stash for a couple of years now, and also I have my fabric laid out. My measurement, I measured around the puff and added seam allowance to it, and then I measured the height of the puff and add 2 seam allowances for the top and the bottom, and I will cut on my mark line. I use my tailor's chalk, and then I will proceed to take it to the machine and get it sewn up. Now ensure that your measurements are accurate because there's no turning back from here, guys. So let me get it sewn. I'm going to get the sides stitched up. Of the square piece, because I've slightly curved the corners on the pieces, I now will slightly curve the corners on the piece also. So I'm just taking out about 3/4 inch on the side here, giving a nice curve. I'll just cut that off. I'll fold it because it's the 2 corners. And cut the piece off. Now I left a good amount of seam allowance in the event of any, sometimes you run into little problems, right? So this is the front top. Sorry about that. I was going to put decorative coding on this one, but I decided not to. So I have right side facing right side. I'll just pin my seam allowance going all around. And where I have the curve, I'm just going to move the fabric around the curve. I will put some slits in here to allow for ease. So I'll take it to the machine and get it sewn in place. I'm all done with the sewing and just turning it over to put it over the puff. So I'm just pulling everything tightly over. I'm just sticking my hands to make sure the seams are where they're supposed to be. I'll just take off those threads off. Ways you can cover the bottom of the puff. I bought the dust fabric. I bought about 5 yards in it because I have other things to do. I've already folded the end under, and this is the bottom part. So you can either staple it. So I have my stapler here, and I started to stitch one side so that you can see you can also stitch it. So I'm just going to finish the edges and turn it over and show you guys how it looks. I'm just stapling it, going around and finishing off the whole piece. So I'll continue to do that right around. I decided I should have put on the coding, so I just ripped off the tape because I wasn't ripping off the stitching, and I'm just going to stick it in place with my glue gun. So this is an option also for if you did not feel to sew this on, and this will hold it very good. So on the corners I decided to put a knot. I just put the tape to hold it, put a knot here, and then I'll unravel the pieces and pull my knot. Glue it onto each other. Option, if you did not want to stick it with glue, you can just whip it with your needle and thread. So I'm just unraveling the bottom. So this will just hang on the side. I think I'll leave it like that.
So guys, I hope you have enjoyed my presentation of how to make a puff. This is part 1, and do stick around for part 2, which will be uploading pretty soon. So I hope you have enjoyed. Do try it. It is very easy, and I hope you stick around. Do like and subscribe, guys. Always love having you on board, and I'll see you soon, guys. Catch you later.